Los Angeles, 1977. 10 young women are murdered within 4 months. Their ravaged bodies dumped in the hills surrounding the city.
They loved killing. They loved power over women. They loved torturing women.
It was not the work or the product of madness, but of their own bad selves.
There was a chemistry between those two people. When they got together, young women died.
In most of the cases, the badge of authority convinced them that they were in good hands.
I don't think there is a woman alive today who was around then who wasn't scared for many months.
To kill him would be too short, too sweet. Let him suffer.
We need to think less about the law and more about justice. That was the real message.
In the early morning hours of November 1st, 1977, a car wound its way into the hills north of Los Angeles to the tiny town of La Crescenta. The car stopped on a quiet residential street. The dead body of a teenage girl was placed carefully on the grass near the curb. Then the car sped off.
But 5:30, 6 in the morning, got a call at home, said that we had a case, that it was a female, it was a dump, was in La Crescenta, and that it may be an overdose. I remember that specifically.
It was no overdose. The girl, who seemed to be about 16, had been strangled.
You could see the ligature marks on her neck, and you could see the ligature marks on her ankles, and eventually you could see them on her wrists also.
Detective Salerno noticed that the shrubbery near the corpse had been slightly disturbed. Otherwise, the body had been placed with care.
One of my first impressions when I saw that was, and the way she was placed, was that she had been placed there possibly by two people.
The police lab determined that the unidentified teenager had been raped and sodomized. A tiny tuft of white fiber was lifted from one eyelid. The sheriff's department drew a composite of the girl. Suspecting that the victim was a runaway, Detective Salerno focused his search downtown on Hollywood Boulevard. The girl was soon ID'd as Judy Miller, a part-time hooker who had disappeared from her family's squalid apartment several months earlier. Salerno notified the other homicide departments in vast LA County, describing the pattern of 5 ligature marks found on the teenager, around her wrists, her ankles, and the fatal one around her neck. 5 days later, on November 6th, the Glendale police called. The body of a young woman named Lissa Keston had been found in the woods near Chevy Chase Country Club. She, too, had been strangled. Salerno met the Glendale detectives at the morgue, where they compared the marks on the bodies of Lissa Keston and Judy